What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JusticeXFalls. We back at it again with another video, and today we are looking at the PlayStation Portal. The PlayStation Portal is Sony's new remote play handheld. Notice that the very specific wording of remote play handheld. This is not a competitor to Steam Deck. This is not competitor to ROG Ally. This is not competitor to Logitech G Cloud or any of those devices. This is strictly a device where you can stream from your PlayStation 5 to the screen. I heard it's going to be around $200. I feel like that's a little steep for such a limited device. You can get an Android handheld. You can get the what is it called? The Retro Pocket 3. You can get the Retro Pocket 3 that can do way more than this for that same price. So I don't know about this one. And then there's one called the Absolute. There's a Android device called the Absolute, and I think you can get that. Matter of fact, you can, if you spend $100 more. No, if you spend $200 more, you can get a Steam Deck that can, if you do it right, if you do a few workarounds, you can still stream your PS5 on it. So I don't know. I'm going to buy it because I like novelty little things, and this is going to be one of those devices that flop, and I'm gonna be glad to say that I owned it and used it. I don't know. I just like collecting novelty things in tech. So we're gonna take a look at two videos. We're gonna look at this one from IGN, and we're gonna look at this one from my man.
The last of summer will draw you in.
From my man, your average consumer. So just to get a contrast, because no, I always look at IGN videos. I do look at videos from other creators, but a lot of times I look at IGN videos because they're usually first. But we're going to take a look at two videos. So this is going to be a really long video, so kick back, relax, grab your snack, grab your drink, grab your lady, grab whatever you got, and let's vibe out. So without further ado, let's get to the video. Hey, I'll mute this because I don't know if that music is copyright. Because they'll copyright you for 3 seconds of a song. Like 3 seconds, bro. They don't care. Let's get it. They went to PlayStation headquarters.
This is Bo Moore with IGN. I am here at PlayStation headquarters in San Mateo, California for a top secret demo. I cannot actually even tell you about it until we are in the room, so let's go check it out.
Let's get it.
Sony has a storied, if a bit neglected, history with handheld gaming.
The GOATed. One of the greatest, if not the greatest handheld console, first party handheld console to ever drop. I would say it was a missed opportunity. I don't think they should have abandoned this model. They should have just advanced it. Like, I didn't get the PSP Go. I didn't get the PSP Vita because I had a bunch of UMDs, which I still have to this day, stacked up somewhere in my chest back here in my room. And they just neglected us US UMD users. And I got stacks of UMDs. Like, they just abandoned us, and I felt the kind of way about that, so I just never upgraded. Now I have a PSP Vita. I modded it and all that. I have a modded PSP. I have a blast on them. So, yeah, one of the greatest handhelds, if not the greatest handheld to ever drop.
The PlayStation Portable launched in 2005, back in the PS3 era, bringing with it funky UMD cartridges and what were, at the time, some of the best graphics seen in a handheld gaming device.
As revolutionary as PlayStation, but in different ways.
Its follow-up, the PS Vita, launched in 2011.
Thank you.
It was beloved by its hardcore fans, but never really got the developer support that it needed in order to carve out a meaningful hold in the handheld market.
It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer!
But now we're getting a new PSP. Sort of. The PlayStation Portal handheld.
Now, depending on what's in this thing, like what this thing is powered by, you know motherfuckers is going to hack the shit out of this thing. Like, sorry for me cussing. I cuss a lot on this channel. Sorry if this is your first time hearing the video. I cuss a lot. It happens. I got a sailor mouth. Sorry. They, like, once the community gets their hands on this thing, they're going to hack it, and I think they'll make this device a little bit more worthwhile. And it'll make Sony, once Sony gets feedback from the community, they'll actually step it up and make an actual successor to the PSP. That's what I think is ultimately going to happen. So this is going to be a dud. The community's going to hack it if it depending on the technology that's inside of it. This is going to be a dud. The community's going to hack it. And then we're going to get the PSP that we should have got instead of this. That's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. Mark my words, August 23rd, 2023. That's what's going to happen.
The Portal is a $200 handheld device that puts PS5
Also, it is $200. Okay, bet.
games in the palm of your hand, as long as you're on Wi-Fi. Previously known as Project Q, Portal uses the PS5's Remote Play feature to stream games from your console. Importantly, the Portal also offers all of the features and ergonomics of the PS5's excellent DualSense controller, including haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and its touchpad.
I wonder how the back looks.
To be clear here, Portal isn't really doing anything inherently new. Remote Play has existed since the PS3 era, allowing you to stream games from your console to a handheld or smartphones, tablets, PCs, and Macs. That said, Remote Play has never really been an ideal experience. You're either compromising on visual quality, control setup...
Yeah, like you could just buy a backbone. I just realized that. You could just buy a backbone for your phone, or you could buy a backbone and a cheap-ass, like, well, this is not a cheap Android. This is one of the top ones. This is the S20 Ultra. But you could just buy a cheap little Android, long as it's, long as it can hold its own, and just get that for the same price. You could get a cheap Android and the backbone for $200.
Setup, ergonomics,
and you won't be like, I don't know what they plan to do with this thing. Like I said, I'm still gonna get it, and I still feel like this overall is gonna be a step. This is the step in the right direction, but I don't know. Sony, y'all kind of goofed on this one.
or some combination of the above. You can make it work, but it's not super convenient. So the goal of PlayStation Portal is to eliminate all of those pain points and make Remote Play as easy as just picking it up and playing. The Portal can do something that other Remote Play devices can't, which is wake up your PS5 just by turning it on, so it's ready to go. Its design essentially takes a standard DualSense controller, chops it in half, and then slaps those two controller grips to the side of an 8-inch 1080p LCD
Well, it really
display.
stretches
It's
it
definitely a little weird when you're used to the more singular-looking designs of current handhelds like the Nintendo Switch and Valve Steam Deck, but it's also lighter than either of those while still giving you both a large screen and full-size controls. The DualSense grips feel exactly like a regular DualSense controller, and all of their best features are available here. Trying it out with Astro's Playroom, I could feel the haptic showcase just as well as when I experienced it on a DualSense, and the Portal's adaptive triggers simulate the pull of Aloy's bow in Horizon Forbidden West in exactly the same way. Even the DualSense's touchpad is available, though instead of the single center pad, there are two touch areas that pop up in the bottom left and right of the display where you touch it. There's a USB-C port for charging, a 3.5mm jack for wired headphones, and a small pair of speaker grills if you don't want to use headphones. Connectivity-wise, it supports Wi-Fi and PlayStation Link, more on that in a minute, but it does not have Bluetooth. On the visual quality front, the PlayStation Portal delivers. The 8-inch 60Hz LCD display succeeds at translating PS5 quality visuals into a handheld format. Colors looked bright and vibrant, though Sony hasn't given me any brightness, color gamut, or HDR specs beyond that it's just an LCD panel. And the 1080p resolution offers a nice pixel density for the screen size. Now, does it look as good as playing on a 65-inch OLED TV? Of course not.
Of course not.
But as far as handhelds go, the 8-inch screen feels expansive.
8-inch screen, that's tough.
The video, of course, is being streamed from your PS5 rather than run locally on the device. And the proverbial sword of Damocles hanging over all game streaming devices is always latency. That is, the slight delay between when you push a button and when the action on the screen responds. During my demo, I didn't experience any noticeable latency. Of course, this was a private demo under ideal conditions, so that experience could change depending on your personal Wi-Fi setup. You don't actually have to...
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I've lived in a few different places, different parts of of the state that I live in, which is New York, and I've been trying remote play throughout the years, and I'm not gonna say it's hit or miss, but I'm gonna say that my experience has been more positive than negative, and I don't have the super duper fastest internet. I don't have even 1 gigabyte internet. Like right now I got 300 megabytes, and any video you see me doing remote play, that shit was busting. It was busting. I'm not gonna lie. And even in my last apartment, I use all type of apps. I use all types of remote apps, busting. So I don't know. I've never had a negative experience with remote play, to be honest.
Have to be in the same room or even on the same local network as your PS5 in order to stream your games. So long as both your home connection and the one at the location where you're playing are both strong, it will still work. Whether you're in the same room or on the other side of the world, your home PS5 is on and running your game, beaming it directly to you,
tough.
as opposed to cloud gaming where the game you're playing is being run on some remote server. Of course, this means that you...
That's what I was wondering, like, if I'm all the way in, like, Jersey, let's say I go to New Jersey and I leave my PS5 in rest mode and I connect to Wi-Fi, can the signal beam all the way out there and connect me to my PS5 and turn it on?
Need a PS5 in order to use
Let me make sure I heard that right, what he said.
Or on the other Wi-Fi setup. You don't actually have to be in the same room or even on the same local network as your PS5 in order to stream your games.
Cool.
So long as both your home connection and the one at the location where you're playing are both strong, it will still work. Whether you're in the same room or on the other side of the world, your home PS5 is on and running your game, beaming it directly to you, as opposed to cloud gaming where the game you're playing is being run on some remote server. Of course, this means
they're gonna have to make a molded case for this, because that's a oddly shaped device. They're gonna need like a molded first party case for this shit.
That you need a PS5 in order to use PlayStation Portal. But it also means that not only is your account and progress and trophies all there, but actually your actual PS5 home screen.
Your real PS5.
You can swap between games or even run any other PS5 app, just as if you were playing directly on the TV. To be clear, the Portal doesn't run anything locally, not even basic apps. So if your Wi-Fi goes down, or if somebody else wants to use your PS5, it is not going to work.
Ain't nobody using my PS5. If I'm not here, ain't nobody gonna be here. So I'm gonna be the only one using my PS5 is right there, and it's gonna stay there. Only person is gonna be me and whoever I allow to use it, but there ain't nobody gonna be in my crib while I'm not here. Facts. Unless it's only person my sister and my mother or my girlfriend if I have one, but I don't got a girl right now. Valid but not sound.
Remember, there is no Bluetooth available, so you won't be able to connect to wireless headphones that way. Not even PlayStation's own Pulse 3D headset. It does have something called PlayStation Link, which is Sony's new connectivity standard for PlayStation devices.
Okay.
And which is built into some of its brand new hardware. I got to test out the new Pulse Elite headset and Pulse Explore wireless earbuds, which are currently...
So wait, PlayStation Link, isn't that just going to be a Bluetooth platform? Because those headphones, the little ones, and those are Bluetooth cables. So this PlayStation Link platform is a Bluetooth platform, but it's just for PlayStation devices. That's so stupid. You should have just let them connect. You should have just, what they should have did was make this device an Android device, basically, and let it run Android, the open source version of Android, whatever the latest open source version, 12, 13, whatever it is. Motherfuckers gonna find a way to hack it anyway. So you might as well just let them do what they do. You know, I think they did all this workaround stuff so people won't do it, but people are gonna find a way to load Android on that. They're gonna find a way, unless there's literally no CPU or no nothing on there.
The only announced headsets that use the new standard, but Sony did tell me that PlayStation Link will be available for third-party headset makers to use in their future products.
Okay.
But that'll be a ways off.
It's a Bluetooth platform.
It is a bit disappointing that we'll have to buy brand new headsets to use with the Portal, since that'll add to the cost.
I was gonna buy those headphones anyway. I don't care. I don't care about that.
Battery life is another big question mark. The Portal's battery size hasn't yet been finalized, so Sony wasn't willing to make any estimations for how long you'll be able to play untethered. Without a power-hungry processor inside, you'd think that the Portal should have significantly more longevity than something like the Switch or the Steam Deck. On the other hand, the standard DualSense is known for its fleeting lifespan between charges, and that doesn't have a screen to power. We'll be sure to test that out once we have the finalized PlayStation Portal in for review later this year.
Oh, it is coming out this year.
Now, the last question I know a lot of people are wondering is, who exactly is this device for? It's $200 for a remote access window into your PS5. And at that price, honestly, I kind of get it. For the times when somebody else wants to use the TV, or maybe you have small kids in the home and you don't want to put God of War on the big screen, Or maybe you just want to be able to play in a different room without buying another full-on TV. In that scenario, the Portal offers a compelling use case. And while it's not quite as portable for on-the-go gaming as a Switch or a Steam Deck, it's less expensive, and it does let you keep playing your PS5 while out of the house, so long as your destination has decent internet. You just probably shouldn't count on hotel Wi-Fi being strong enough to handle the connection. Let us know what you think about the PlayStation Portal. Is it something you could see yourself buying for $200? Or are you happy to stick with pairing DualSense to your phone when you're out of arm's reach of your PS5? That's it for now. For more, check out our history of how PlayStation changed modern gaming, and our list of the top 10 PSP games. Plus, stay tuned for all of our Gamescom coverage, and for everything else, stick with IGN.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the latest addition to the PlayStation family.
How the PlayStation changed everything. That's such a good video to watch.
Thank you.
Pop that open on another tab. Watch that.
Thank you.
Watch that on my own time. If y'all want me to react to this, let me know. Comment down in the comments. But yeah. So now we're gonna look at my man, Your Average Gamer, see what his take was on it. We do know that it's not Bluetooth capable, but there's a thing called PlayStation Link, which is basically a Bluetooth platform exclusive for Sony devices. You can connect the Pulse headphones to it. At the time of his preview, we know that it has a 3.5 millimeter jack, speaker grills on the top, forward firing or up firing, whatever position you're holding it in, speakers if you don't want to use speakers. It doesn't have any apps on it, so it's not running anything. I wonder if it is capable of running something, though. It has to have some type of processor in there, so people are going to find a way to hack it, I know. I was going to buy those little Sony Bluetooth ones anyway, and the Pulse ones anyway, so that's fine by me. $200 is a decent price point, but I would have said knock it down to even $150. Knock that down to even $150 just because of how limited use case it is. But it is good that you can be in Hawaii, and long as the Wi-Fi at your crib is strong, and long as the Wi-Fi where you're at is strong, you can use it. I like that. I like the fact that you can do that. It's connecting to your PS5, so it's going to be your experience wherever you're at. So I think there is some validity to it. Like I said, valid but not sound. Like, this is going to lead to the next innovation. This portal right here is not the next innovation in Sony handheld technology, but it's going to lead to the next innovation in Sony handheld technology once they get all the feedback from the consumers that they reached out to, like IGN and Your Average Gamer, and people like me, like regular consumers that just buy the products when they come out, you know. So we're gonna check out Your Average Consumer. Let's get it. That's what I do when I go on trips. I connect my my tablet, my Samsung S7, Galaxy S7 tab, to the hotspot on my phone because I got T-Mobile, and it works flawlessly. It's like, I think I get like 2.5 gigahertz connection
with like my Vita and my PlayStation 4 years and years ago.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I just have some sort of operating system. So yeah, once the hackers get in there and bust that thing open and figure out how to hack PlayStation Link, and yeah, they're gonna hack this joint, which is going to lead to the next innovation of Sony handhelds. Like I said, man, come on, I'm up here with it. I knew it was running some type of OS. If it runs the OS, it can be controlled. It can be controlled.
Get your initial setup
and
going,
altered.
And then you're going to be able to pair to your PS.
Even though there's already ways to do that, but yeah.
You're all on a Carnival cruise. 7 players, frozen by the fickle hand of fate. Will you call it a night as strange?
My son RG85 is shit on this shit. Let's click on his video real quick.
Sony,
My son RG85, yo, he's funny, bro.
What in God's name?
This dude is funny.
Are you doing? Who came up with
shitting on
this
stuff.
first and foremost? Who came up with this product? Solving a problem that doesn't exist, costing money that people don't want to spend on this. Like,
all right, I'm gonna watch this after the stream. I'm gonna watch this after I finish this video. But yeah, all right. So yeah, the PlayStation Portal is gonna be $200. Let's see if we can get any information on a release date. Your Average Consumer did say this year. that is coming this year. Okay, the PlayStation blog has an article on it. Do we get a release date? I definitely want to cop those buds. So I'll be spending 400. We can't wait to launch our new products of PS5. Players can longer experience the heightened immersiveness we think. Look forward to coming up with. It was constantly. So let's go to the PlayStation Store. PlayStation Store. No, PlayStation. I think it's PlayStation Direct. Yeah, PlayStation Direct. Let's see, new and upcoming releases. PS5. Oh, LeBron getting his own PS5? That's clean. Oh, it's console covers. And then I guess the DualSense. Okay, that's tough. LeBron getting his own PS5. Shout out to him. Accessories. PS5 accessories. I guess let's type it in, I guess. What's the accessibility control? I have this credit card. It's not bad. A media remote. I low-key need that. Well, not that I need it. I could use it. Let me see. PlayStation. Let's see if it has at least like a notify me page. A notify me page. Nope, not even that. Not even that. So there's nothing available for it yet. Just these videos. These videos came out earlier today, so I'm assuming more will come out over the coming weeks. But yeah, so we're just gonna be waiting on that. Definitely gonna be copying the PS Portal. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Are y'all copping it? What do you think about the price? Do you think it's a pointless item? Let me know. So let's talk about it in the comments. So you already know the vibes. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is your boy JusticeXFalls, and we out. 1.